After buying the Malo 42, all our friends kept asking, so when are we going sailing? Honest answer, I didn't know. And that's because before sailing anywhere, we needed to make sure the boat won't sink. And at this point, I didn't.
Hi everyone, we're Anna&Fil and say hello to Captain Gaston, our fluffy cat. We love traveling, and after a life as everyday city dwellers, we decided to change our lifestyle and bought a sailboat to become live aboard and keep on traveling. Follow along as we combine work and adventures aboard our Malo 42 Good Girl.
In the previous videos, we covered how we sailed the boat from Preko to Pula, Croatia, how we hauled it out, and how we tackled the compression post corrosion issue. That was really a thing. If you missed the videos, you can watch them by clicking the link here above. In today's video, we are back in summer 2024 and we continue with the refit of our Malo 42. Also in this case, it's a collection of images that I mainly took for my reference and also to reassure me that I was making progress, as working on those projects after working hours, it really started to question my motivation. If you have any questions, you can leave them on the comments down below. And if you like those videos, like and subscribe, it really means a lot to us.
But let's get on with the refit. The boat was badly maintained and it was in a desperate need of some tender loving care. The teak was dirty, stained and not sealed. The interior linings were moldy, detached, and in a lot of the woodwork was in bad shape. So as you can imagine, it all started with a million hours of glorious sanding and scraping to remove the dry and UV cooked varnish. While repairing the main saloon table sliding support, I tried to enjoy the beautiful light of the cooler evenings. For everything, I used a 2 components UV resistant varnish, minimum 2 layers, followed by 2 other layers of glossy or matte Epiphan's varnish as a finish. With the teak in the cockpit, I cleaned a couple of times with teak cleanser and a brush, and after sealing it, well, the result talks by itself. Having breaks with a cold one and watch what it will be like once I'm finished with the refit was definitely a motivational must. The state of the seacocks was horrible. I touched one of the old brass seacock in the galley, just touched it really, and it came loose in my hand. This still gives me nightmares. This fitting was supposed to be the only thing keeping the ocean outside the boat. I decided to move from brass to composite and install Trudesign skin fittings and seacocks. The fear of having done something wrong with this will remain in my head till the day I put the boat back into the water. It was inevitable. I found some very small delamination and cracks on the rudder and at the bottom of the keel, so I decided to sand and add a layer of 2 of fiberglass and prime. Everything was now ready for the new anti-fouling to come. Before continuing with the master hat, it was time to enjoy a sunset and dream of crystal waters and distant shores. Removing the old and scratched lining, all the glue and the sink was real hard task. After preparing the floor, I made a few modifications to the water drain and laid 2 sheets of fiberglass and 2 layers of gel coat. I prepared the new sink table and dry fitted it, leveled it and prepared the new teak and hold, both for aesthetic and functionality. On Amazon, I found an incredibly small but fitting and expensive ceramic sink and relative water tap. Made sure Anna was 100% approving on the position and continued with installing the new ceramic table. I glued the new lining and ta-da! This is the only image I have of the final result. By late October, I was exhausted. I'd questioned my decision a dozen times. But here's what I know now. Every seacock I replaced, every layer of varnish I laid down, every repair I made, they weren't just fixing the boat. They were building trust. Trust that when we finally do cast off these lines, this 33 years old lady will take care of us, just like we've taken care of her. If you are here for the real story, not the highlight reel, like and subscribe. That's what this channel is all about. And if you've been through a refit for yourself, drop a comment down below. We'd like to hear from you.
Damn, it's really cold.